Boom! And we're back. Saint LFCTV with your boy Saint Wagwan. Listen, first stream of the year. You know what time it is. I had to get some man them involved. I apologize for being late, but lateness is greatness, as they say. And even with this show, you know what time it is. So we're coming back. We're gonna chop it up. I got some man them inside, and this is gonna be a good one, innit? Soon come. Let's go. Boom! And we're back. Yo, let me start with my brother, my guy. You know what time it is. You know what time it is when you see him. You know it's vibes. Vibes, vibes, vibes,
Yo,
vibes,
yo,
vibes.
yo. What you
Come
saying?
on,
How you
Finners.
been?
Yeah,
Too
I'm
long,
good,
too
bro.
long.
Too long, but we're here now, bro. Listen, we're here. We're just regular work. I'm gonna be on you, like that.
Love
What's
that,
good, though?
love
Everything
that,
all
love
right,
that.
though, yeah?
All good, mind. All good, mind. Ready to get into this one. It's going to be a spicy one, so.
Come on. Hey, if you don't know, I call him PBR in it, Preston B Rabbit. You know what time it is. This guy is a madness on the mic. Yo, my brother, Bizzo, what you saying? What's good, bro?
Yes. You're all right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm blessed. What you saying? You're good?
Yeah, man, I'm doing all right. Thank you for having me.
No, that's all good. Making sure that you're still trying to get us these Preston tickets, bro, because I need to come up there. We're gonna shut shit down, bro. Trust me, we're going to shut shit down. Boom! Moving on. Debutant. Hope you lot are making sure. Listen, I've actually put his link in the description as well, so make sure you lot are going over to Weird and Wonderful and supporting my man. Big it up for Ishmael Wagwan. Talk to man. What are you saying, brother?
Yes. What are you telling me, guys? Big up,
Come
Saint, man.
on,
Thanks for having me on.
Hey,
Ready to
come on. The
chop some
pleasure is
things up, man. Oh,
pleasure is all mine, bro. Pleasure is all mine, bro. You know, like that. Listen, it's gonna be a quick one. Quick hour. Bizzo's got something to do. He just treats me like his little side piece. So he's gonna go and he's
Priorities,
gonna,
bro.
he's gonna dip out when he has but we'll carry on. We're gonna go just a little catch up into how, do you know what I mean, how things are. We're obviously going to get post City. Come on, it's the aftermath. That's going to be a big section because our performance was a bit helter skelter. We're also going to have a quick look into, obviously we got Watty, I think, in it. It's Watty. And then come on, up
Man's
here,
ends.
Finners. Yeah, man's ends.
Ends.
You get me? The Watty. And a little maybe little sprinkling of an Atletico game and that. See what we think in our thoughts and that. And we'll close out. So yeah, man. Listen, as you're the one I'm gonna focus heavy on you before you go in it. So I'll give you your talk time. Don't worry, Bizzle. Well, go on, talk to me, man. Yeah, you in that one. What's so what's going on, bro? How you been and where you at right now with us? I mean, we're second by a point. Yeah, I mean it's not bad, but let me know where your thoughts are before we delve into the immediate.
I'm happy, bro. I'm happy at the moment. I think the football's coming back. We're starting to play like ourselves again. I think the City game, although we were bad in the first half, the second half I thought we were really good. I thought we should have won the game based on the second half performance, and I think it was very unfortunate that second goal went in, that equaliser went in, because I think if Matip hadn't touched it, Alisson had it covered, and then we probably could have held it out. To be fair, it was a very fortunate goal, but maybe you could argue it's what they deserved. But either way, I'd always take a point against City when they're in the form that they are at the moment, and coming off the back of beating Chelsea, they were fired up for it. And yeah, man, I'm happy at the moment with how things are going. I think we're doing good in Europe. We're back. We're through to the next round of the cup as well. So yeah, you can't really complain much about it, to be fair.
Happy days, bro. What a time to be alive. Right, Finners, what was your hopes in going into this City game? Obviously, having seen how we were performing and how they were performing, we are scoring madnesses. You know what I mean? Lots of goals. They're not really conceding too many goals. What was your thoughts going into the game and that? You know
I know. Obviously, freshly, we'd played Porto. We looked great, really great. the game before that in the Premier League, though, we played Brentford and we let 3 goals in, innit? So off the back of the last 2 games for me, it was, I don't know, it was a bit techie. I didn't really think that the win was on the cards from the get-go. I mean, I'm a bit of a pessimist, if I'm honest. Yeah, you know me by now. Try and look at it like that. But really and truly, going into it, it was anyone's game on the day. It's a big Anfield occasion first and foremost. Yeah. So like, and we have had troubles before in the past. I mean, last year it was a bit of a techie season for us versus them, innit? So. I mean, it's a better result than last year.
That's a nice way of putting it. They absolutely put us in a grabbing league, man. They put us in Rizla, backrolled us and lit up the place, bro. But no, I like the way you put that though. It was techie times.
Yeah, it was techie times, but it's an improvement on our last fixture, innit? And it's always hard for a big team like that to come to Anfield. I think the 5 days rest was good for us. I do think it was good for us, but in game first half, we'll get into it properly. It was, techie, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that nice little segue to let Ishmael get right into the crux of it. You know, them ones there, debutant on the channel and that. Well, I'm gonna give you the knife and fork, bruv, and I'm gonna send you. You know, them ones there really digging.
I'm about to start cooking on these, man. Oh my
hey, come on! Before you do, Wagwan Demo, much love in the place. And Nigerian Englishman, Wagwan, my brother. Says City should have won the game and you should have been 10 men, but you dug in and nearly nicked it. So fair play. City for the league, but you will be closer than last year. All right, all of that madness. So,
bro.
First half, I'm giving them man the. What did you think going in?
Yeah.
You know, like I'll set you up nicely, brother.
Yeah, tickling us.
First half, tickling fools. You know, first half was a bag of shit. And I'm gonna give you the mic, brother. Talk us through Wagwan in
bro. First half, man. We got licks like I've never seen. I actually, in recent memory under Klopp, I've not seen us get licks like that in our backyard. And I got to keep it real as well. Yeah. Last week I was criticizing Chelsea. I was saying, how can you let Chelsea City run up in your house, just work you like that? Even though it's only 1-0, if you watch the game, could have been 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
I thought in a week we will never let that happen to us. And with us, first 10-15 minutes at Anfield, crowd up for it. If you can ride that storm, sometimes we look a bit techie sometimes. And I just thought, from about minute 20 to minute 45, I was just waiting for the halftime whistle. I was waiting. When I see Klopp telling them to be brave. I see him run down a tunnel. Like, I know he normally likes to get down there quick, but he ran down that tunnel on when it was 44-59, he was boosted, man. And I don't know what he said to them. Half time, but it worked. But that first half performance, let alone 3 passes, we couldn't even string like 2 passes together. Robbo,
seriously, it was that bad. It was that bad at one point.
Bro, I got to speak on Robbo, man. I know he redeemed himself second half, but he was dead, man. Dead. I see them put up a graphic. I think it was like 30th minute, least touches in the game. I'm seeing Fabinho's name second. Centre midfield, DM, least touches on the pitch. The game was bro. Oh my days!
It was mad. It was mad. Bizzo, who in the first half do you think was half decent? I think it's easier to say that than it is to say who was bad. That's what I'm. I
just think we did well not to concede. Not to let a goal in and not to like get bullied into going a couple of goals down. To be fair, you got to give it to the defenders. The centre backs. They were busy the whole game, but that first half they got pagged. So Joe Matip, good partnership, man. They're a good partnership. Them two together. There's some serious chemistry between them two.
Finners, what do you reckon? Because like Ishmael said, I'm very much the same. I said with big chest, unlike you, I actually wasn't optimistic about this. I said beforehand, listen, if you offered Klopp a draw, I don't think he's taking it. I reckon if you offer Pep a draw, I reckon he'd take that. Before the game, I came on Sarcasm City. Make sure you lot are going over there. And me and my boy Ryan. I said with big chest. I said, I'm upset if we don't win this game. Like, I feel like we're playing some absolute ball. Like, do you know what I mean? And
especially after the last year as well. After the licks last year,
it wasn't even. Do you know what? It wasn't even just so much that, because I know what we're like, bro. We're the same team that go and duppy up West Ham with some incredible goals and then do 6 on the bounce. So it was more. It was more from the beginning of the season. I'm looking at these goals, bro. Everyone's banging, you know, like everyone. It's not just when's Salah gonna turn up? We are playing some ball. I'm like, no, we've got this. Like, what do you mean?
Trust me.
And as Ismail said, we were dead. What's your reason, or what would you think? How the fuck did that happen, bro? Like,
I don't know. Like, I always said, I was on a stream with Conroy leading up to the game, and I wanted to say in that stream basically that I do have a problem with us playing our full strength team against Porto, because it will affect us. Even though there's 5 days, there's the same 11 men running for like weeks on weeks on weeks, and we've got such thin depth that we're only going to play like the fringe players in the early stages, or if we continue through the domestic cups. You won't get to see Tsimikas had a great start to the season, and you've barely seen him now. Now Robbo's back and fit. He's not really getting into the team. And it's not even like we could have used him against City to kind of to change Robbo, because he wasn't having the best first half. Again, Ishmael did say he has redeemed himself, but as the first half for me as well.
Finners.
First half for me.
Brother.
Alisson kept us in the first half. A big save.
It is Man City at yard. Like, if there's a game that you don't even need to have the energy, just fumes will drag you through, because it's like, yo, that's our.
I mean, the 12th man kept us going. 12.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
do you know what, bro? I think Trent was the missing piece in that puzzle, mate. Because Milner can't do what Milner can't do what Trent does first and foremost. And then secondly, Milner got run ragged in that half, and you could tell City focused everything at him. They were like, run at him.
Yeah.
Everything was down that left-hand side. That's where all the trouble came from. That's when Foden got left open. He struggled in that game, Milner. Like, I applaud him for how good he is at his age, and how he can still run and have clear the most ground in a game and stuff like that at his age. I think that's incredible. But they knew he was the weak link in that game on Sunday. So I think they did exploit it quite well. I think if you put Trent in that position, we could have probably been a bit more solid.
Way as well.
But you know what?
Exactly.
100% the other way. But I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm on YouTube now as well, bro. You know, like that. So certain things I say are captured, bro. You know, like that. So I'll come out first and stick my head out before anyone wants to try to clip man up. But I did say, yo, you know what?
I know what you're gonna say.
You know, bro, I did it like an idiot. I'm a big chump, you know. I'm a big dickhead, bro.
I'm putting a tweet out. I said, this could be a blessing in disguise. I'm sorry, bro.
I said this could, with his defensive nous. His defensive nous and all
Milner,
that.
And they're gonna know.
They're gonna know that Trent is our main. They're not gonna know that Trent is our main. You know what I mean? So like, we just take that out of their hands. They're baffled. They don't know what to think. I was doing all of this, bro. Bruv, the way man pulled down Milner's pants, it was not even a joke. But the thing was as well, you know what it was, which I think is inexplicable, bruv. Inexplicable, bruv. 1-on-1, let a man dangle his Johnson in front of you and tickle your nose. Cool, I get it. You got absolutely dumb stuff in it. Bro, the space you were leaving Foden, it was ridiculous, bro.
There was a lot of space there.
It's like he forgot. He's like,
the thing is,
swear down my man's there. Yeah, let me
just
go.
Quickly. Do you know who I want to kind of stick it on a little bit? Hendo was not helping him out at all, man.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
Hendo was not helping him
Hendo
out.
had a shot.
He's meant to be your boy. Go back to your boy. As Gifty,
there's only one time. There's only one time they backed. There's only one time that they. One time that they backed each other and they did the whole mistaken identity and man stayed on the pitch, because I swear he thought that it was Henderson that done the foul. Man done the whole. Bro, Henderson was shocking. Henderson was shocking.
I feel like I got a few things to say about Henderson and the whole Curtis Jones. I'm going to bring Curtis Jones into this as well. Curtis Jones wasn't good enough, right?
Very Finners. Before you go, let me just read this out very quick. It's my guy Daz, and we love him, man. Daz, one. Good evening, lads. Positives are we are not at our best. We're only unbeaten side. We are the only unbeaten side, and Salah is absolutely tearing up the league. And we will be magic to us winning another title. I wish I had him on here saying that in his accent, but it sounded so much better. Yeah. Go ahead, Finners, man.
Basically, lost. What was I saying? Completely.
Curtis Jones is
Sorry, Curtis. You was
Well,
gonna
Curtis
go on.
Jones. Okay, he's not shit. He's not shit.
He's not. He's not, bro.
but,
Don't,
right?
Rizzo.
What I'm going to say is I'm going
Don't.
to deconstruct it a little bit, yeah, because Henderson started on the left against Chelsea when we looked like he was out of his depth in that game, yeah. He was rushed all over the gaff, yeah. So Curtis Jones would be better to come on the right and use that side with Salah and kind of have that understanding with Salah. In my opinion, he's a better natural fit as Harvey Elliott, and Henderson to be on the left, yeah, protecting Robbo a bit more. But it would have been too.
But do you not think that? Do you not think that?
Exactly. So Milner would have been too exposed. So Klopp, his hand was forced. And that's why you start to see these patches opening up on the pitches, because there is no depth. And we've complained about depth.
Jones's marking of De Bruyne for that second goal was shocking as well, by the way.
It was.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you
wrote that down. I literally wrote that down.
It weren't good enough, that, bro.
Listen, if you can't track him, at least pull him back. He watched my man
not
run.
Not the best midfielder in the league. Don't do that to him
as well. It's when they put
he was having a sinker as well.
Yeah, when they put the ball in for the Kevin De Bruyne header, he ran straight past his shoulder into the box, diving headed at it, and it was like he wasn't aware of his peripherals.
I hear that, yeah, but that wasn't a play, bro. That wasn't like a play in that they've worked on. It came from Foden's shots. Who's been left open again? Milner's like, oh, I swear down, that's ricochet. I'm gonna give my guy Curtis a little bit of his concentration wasn't aware at that time, because the balls then licked off and come out, and that time you should.
You know what? Just quickly. Last season, West Brom, when we drew that game at Anfield, when all the fuckery started. I remember that equaliser. Jones caught napping again. So he needs to. Going forward,
he has purple patches.
Great, but he needs to
but he's a young youth. He's a young youth. Like, you got to remember, all of them are doing it. It's just not all of them have the impetus. Saka's doing it. Do you know what I mean? Foden's doing, but they have the time to. But they're young kids. It's like Finn has said, bro. Really and truly, it's our fault, because it all comes down to depth. Like, let's be honest. We had a fully fit, banging. Bruv, man just done.
Curtis wouldn't have played that game.
Thank you. We just had Keita doing a madness. I just seen his goal of the month, like contender. He would have been in there if he was serious. I'm saying,
man kicked the grass and got injured though. What's that all about as well? Like,
wow, this don't make no sense, man.
That's a different story altogether, man.
Can we? I just want to talk about something, yeah, because you brought it up, yeah, and when he plays badly, I feel like we all play bad. Like when he came into his natural position last season, we were like, this is Liverpool. Now he's in his natural position and he's not playing that well. I can feel like, what's going on? Let's have a real word about Flacco in it, because, and also more what I want to have a word on, Ishmael, is how is man so stiff? How is he so fucking stiff, bro? He's like a cardboard. I mean, him and Matip played exactly the same, and it works. It does work. But man can't unfold his leg. He can't unfold his leg. It's like in stages, brother. The Brentford game, I didn't say nothing because I thought, am I being a bit out of order? Yeah, I'm being out of order. So I held it back.
He started the season well. So I'll give him props.
But bro, that Brentford game, yeah, I don't know if it was the third goal or the second goal.
It was the third, I think.
Bruv, it was on his fucking toes. Whatever the goal it was, yeah, it was on his fucking toes. Yeah. All you had to do was just, man wanted to do up.
Matip had a few flicks that just went wrong as well. That
goal, bro, everyone's like, oh, Ruben Diaz, what a save. I'm like, bro.
No. You got to bury that.
Bro, you have to fucking bury that. Like, I'm sorry, is it just me, Bizzo? Am I going mad? Like,
kind of
please
just got to go up in the net,
bro.
That was mad. How it just all happened in slow motion. It was like he's got the goal gaping, and he must have just thought you can just He did. But come on, bro, that should have been in the.
You can't be giving man a chance. By the time he even started, he's got to be the back of the net. You either got to just lick it first time with your left foot. I know it's coming fast, or you make sure. You send him and you just go again and hit it roof of the net.
That's what I would do. Lean back and just go in the top.
With the big part of your big toe poke that. I don't understand why is man trying to do finesse.
Side footed it.
You're trying to do up finesse.
Man's first L2, bro.
Lads,
Bro.
I'm sorry to make this very
Nah,
premature,
come
but I'm
on,
going to have to
come
shoot,
on, bro.
man.
Oh,
But thank you.
My fault for
I'll
starting late. No, don't be
bro.
silly, man. Listen, before you shoot off, you doing anything? You got anything that you want to shout out?
Just follow me on BizzoBond, Instagram, Twitter, and catch up with me then, man. But I'll be back on the show soon, no doubt, if Saint will have me.
My guy, bro. Stop treating me like a side man. Nah.
Safe, boys. Safe.
Bless
In a bit, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like it was that first half was shocking, bro. Let's be honest, it was shocking, and I don't know how we even got to that stage. I don't know if we've dealt with all the culprits. I did think personally, I thought Matip had a really good game, bro, and that's why it hurt me as well. That hurt me at the end, and I said, of all people, he ain't even doing nothing as well.
Well, they took it first. At first, I thought it was just a banger. I thought it just went in. I was like, cool. Then they slowed it down and showed it came off him. Alisson would have saved it as well. I was like, anyone but, because Matip so far for me, Salah aside, player of the season for us, man. Player of the season for us so far.
It's good to see him fit and able as well, man. I'm actually gassed about it. So
Half
gassed.
of me still like, how long we got left of this though?
I know. I'm like that.
Christmas is coming up.
I'm literally like that, you know. I'm like, oh.
I reckon this is probably his longest run in our team for years.
It's also the time that we've needed him the most.
Like
I think before,
do
you remember before, like Klopp hadn't really made up his mind between Gomez and Matip.
Yeah.
It was still it. I think now it's like it's Matip and he's fit, and it's like we'll play it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do it. I'm enjoying that, and at times I feel like he looked more assured than Virgil. To be fair, in that, and that's just me being.
Listen, we're
100.
talking culprits, yeah. How Virgil let that little dickhead Bernardo have man on his hands and knees?
He sat him
down. Oh my God,
mad.
But listen, it never come out of that's what I was gonna say. It never come out of nothing, so it's calm, innit? At the end of the day, we're all human, innit? Like, it never come out of nothing.
Listen, when I think about it, we caught life in that game. Milner should have gone. They should have scored about 2-3 goals in the first half. They had a chance at the end as well. Like, it's why I can't be too mad. But
yeah, as pissed as I was, I would be real pissed if I was a Man City fan at half time. Like, bro, I'd have been fuming because you know what's coming as well. You know them ones there, so I'd have been fuming. Any one of you boys want to take this one? I'll leave it open. Nigerian Englishman says, "Are you worried about the amount of chances you man are conceding at the moment?"
I mean, we're still building up our momentum. We're forging back our centre-back partnership. Do you know what I mean? It's still early days of a long season.
Man, forget
they are
that.
getting regular game time as well. It's good.
Finners, man, forget that.
I mean, both
are still only 75%. If that,
you know,
like
ACL
that,
injury. Do you know what I mean?
People want to laugh.
Still got levels.
Listen, he's coming. He's coming. We're coming New Year. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what's going on. But
hopefully,
can I say something? And see, maybe I was. Did we look more shaky when Gomez came on?
You know what I will say, actually?
Going forward, I think I saw when he came on, Hendo just said to him, bro, stay back in it. He tried to do one little cross. Oh, my Lord.
I said, what's going on here?
But he's a centre-back, innit? No, he's a centre-back. He's a centre-back. We shouldn't be playing our centre-back.
No, exactly.
It's all sticky, man. It's all sticky.
All right, I'll let him off then, because it did look a bit.
It looked a bit off. I was sidewining him a little
bit. I was like, what's going on here, man? I thought we were gonna get a sword. All right, so let me do the other side. We can't give these man so much corn, bro. Second half come and it went up their ass, bro.
Can I say just on the first half quickly? Is that Jota turn, bro? That Jota turn was unbelievable. It was unlucky. I thought it was going in. I was so hyped, and that was the one positive I wanted to say on that half, innit? Because I just tore into my own team, and that's heartbreaking.
That's a good thing. Again, I have to, bro, because we're real on this channel, bro. You know how it is.
He's been poor.
Where was he after that though? I don't even remember.
After that, didn't see him. Did not see him at all.
I didn't see him.
I was shocked. I thought he'd start Bobby. I really thought he was going to start Bobby in that game.
I think they should have as well, because when Bobby came on, may I add, the Bobby substitution timing was diabolical. It completely killed the shape. Yeah, he came on. And literally, we conceded within 20 seconds. I was like, what is going on with the shape? Jota's just come off and we've got no shape. And this KDB just floats across like perfect cross.
Sick goal, man. Mad goal. That goal was mad. That goal. Did you see the other side? He could have only put it there. Like that's the only place he could have
the
put
way
it.
it just
Bro,
dropped in.
like the way you put it, like literally a little bit there. Allison's all over it. He missed, bro. He literally.
Oh yeah. The finish.
Dumb-
It was the
dumb
same
pass.
as Mo's
Dumb
finish
pass.
though. Mo's finish was
Mo's
next.
finish.
Oh,
We'll get there, bro. We'll get there.
Can I ask you a question?
Bro.
How many times have you man watched that? Because
I
bro,
watched it
it's
best
silly stuff.
it's like
before,
porn
yeah.
to me, bro. Bro, man is just
Silly
drawing
hell.
for it.
Bro, I woke up
And you know what?
Monday morning. First thing I did is open my phone, looked at the goal, went back to bed again. I was like, this.
Wow.
Luckily,
It's on the feed as well. So when I'm on Insta, it just pops up as well. I'm like, oh, I'll have that. Different angle. I'll have that.
Dumb goal.
Yeah,
Dumb goal.
definitely. Now, obviously, we look like a different team. We look like us. You know what I mean? And we put them under real. To be very honest with you, I think we put them under more pressure, which again is why I think it hurts the goal at the end in the second half than they did in the first half to us. Do you know what I mean? Like they looked on ropes. Like we really. There was times where like every
was
week
getting stressed as well.
he was getting stressed, bro.
Fucking out, innit?
When man
Mike
took off
Dean
the
was not
head
having
and
it.
hooded cardigan,
Bro.
I was done.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing, bro?
Bro, he
That
was
killed
not
me.
having it. Man said, calm down. Man started giving him more
He
smoke.
did.
Man
He literally was like, calm down.
Man
That was
said, shut
so
up.
good.
Bro.
As
That
if
was
Mike
killing me,
Dean.
man.
Mike Dean is from like an area of Liverpool, by the way. He's like,
Yeah.
so he's not having it. He's not having it anyway. Do you know what I mean?
I've got a couple man saying, anyone saying that Bobby was awful when he came on. Ravi, shout out Ravi, man, each and every time. Hope you're well, my guy. Ravi's like, Bobby's unfit. And I do think he is still carrying. He's still getting over something, innit? He's not 100% fit. But still looked more in the game than Jota had done when he was in the. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna pile on with
Bobby.
We look bad. We all look bad.
Bobby offers you stuff when he's not scoring. With Jota, I feel like he needs that 1-2 chance to take. Otherwise, he's just running about all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that's the thing. That's why Minamino didn't work, because we're crafting these wide players into central players, and then we're forcing. And it's just like, okay, so why don't you just go out and get a centre forward or play a
we just moved different in it. Like we've always got to do something, some next way of doing it, or bringing them right back, turn them into a DM, and like hope for the best. But it's long, man. It's long.
Do you reckon? All right, let me put it this way, rather. What would your feelings have been if you had seen Origi in there as opposed to Jota or Firmino?
If he'd carried a bit of form and game time, it wouldn't be a big problem, because going off the back end of this season, last season into this season, Mane was poor, Bobby was poor. We needed options. We didn't recruit, and you look at the first few games. Yeah, the goals have been plentiful. Pre-season was so good for the first time in a long time. We played a really good pre-season, and everyone looked up for it. The fringe players that were written off looked like they were backed. They got given.
Bro, even Ox was looking levels, man. They come back looking like
fully. Cater, Ox, Minamino, Simicast were all
levels
from Little Mix, bro. Reload, rewind that bar, innit?
Trust me, bro. Trust me.
Bro, let me not speak on him too much.
But
no, I hear what you're saying.
It's the momentum for me, and we're not out of third, fourth gear yet. We're not out of third, fourth gear. And we've got two big teams that we've played in the first seven games, innit? 7.
Yeah.
Chelsea and City at home. Take that. Get them out.
And
of
we're
the way.
still undefeated, bro. You know them 100%. Ones there, like we still ain't taking a loss, which is good.
And last year, we just got 10 wins in a row or something crazy. It wasn't exactly 10 wins.
Season. Yeah, something like that.
If we can replicate that form towards the end of the season, and we're doing all right up and through Christmas, we could actually be on form for the league.
Yeah,
was right when he was here. We are doing all right league positionally, but we're critical fans, innit? So in game, that City game was a bit techie, and we know we could have got 3 points because the first half was terrible.
Yeah.
The second half we had to fight.
With that and us being quite critical, I'll go to Ish Master's comment saying our defenses look poor. Brentford and now City. We've been leaking soft goals. Game management from Klopp. Teams target our right hand side. I will say I'll take this one in terms of, like Finn has said, bro. I agree in us. No one. It takes 3 or 4 games for for teams to really start getting into there. And even that, I may even be being it like 4 or 5 games. You know what I mean? Look at teams like Leicester and do you know what I mean? Like even Chelsea, people are saying all of this, but it takes teams time. Do you know them ones there? Like we're all finding our feet. We've all already said in terms of our defense that we've got levels to go up. Do you know what I mean? And it's chopping and changing. Right now it's Milner, then it's Trent, and do you know what I mean? It is. We haven't had like
Robbo, Simicast other side. Then
Simicast, yeah. I mean,
no, and you got centre backs coming up to speed. Kanate hasn't even had a sniff.
No, he hasn't.
We will get there,
and he's not had a sniff. Do you know what I mean? Though this is typical of FSG and Klopp's regime. Really, is that they bed them in for like 6 months before you get a decent showing. It really wouldn't surprise me if they're testing the waters on Joe Gomez right now and going, oh, we'll chuck him in, give him 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, yeah. And then if he doesn't really do well, we'll get rid of him and just put Ibu there, and then we'll get someone up front. Do you know what I mean? Because he's still young and we can move him on.
I hear that.
I hear that, but I do think that Klopp really likes Gomez, though. That's the one thing. I think
his performances have been wobbly, man.
Really wobbly. And I like Gomez. I'm not gonna lie. Really,
I'm a
really
big fan of his. Yeah.
I'm a big
he needs a run.
fan,
He needs a run. It's hard for him.
Yeah.
He does need a run.
He needs a run, and I don't think he can get it in our position at the moment. And his injuries have set him back to a point where it's going to be very difficult for him to get good form.
Yeah, I do think so.
Unfortunately,
especially because he won't get in the fullbacks unless there's an injury, especially on the right hand side.
Bro,
and you would try and keep him.
Again,
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say, to be very honest with you, that's good because man,
give me
really
Milner. Listen, give me Milner. Yeah, we'll do a little thing.
I don't know about that though. I don't know about that. But I hear what you're not after seeing that, but. No, all right.
Let me ask a quick question. What do you think Nico Williams is saying at the moment? Because like he's seen every man take that secondary right back spot, and I know he's still coming back from injury, but Klopp clearly don't rate him, innit?
I don't rate him.
I don't think he can.
I personally don't rate him either. But like, what's he saying?
Klopp must not rate him in his. It's a bit like I rate Origi, but Klopp must not rate Origi in his treatment of it. So it must be the same with Nico. You know them ones there because like it just can't. He can't, bro. Like he can't. And it's one of them ones where you know what I'm saying. Like there is an argument I could give you for really and truly for it. Like the way he there's ample times when he's come back off international duty and done well for Wales. Man still seen bench.
100%. That's the same with Simicast up until now. Is that Simicast was doing all right internationally. This is the problem with Liverpool, though. It's just they use too many core players and then they par off all the bench, but then the bench are blamed for not providing the depth. Yeah.
You know what it was? You know, I got excited. I got excited with Simicast here because I thought, oh my god. Now we're gonna have
Olympiacos. I watched him for like 3-4 games in the Championship.
Do you know what it was? It was more like now we've got horses for courses. You know them way there. Like
whoever comes in, we don't care which one's playing.
Bro, Simicast, you can't talk to me about Simicast going forward, bro. The way he strokes the ball in, like his crossing is ridiculous.
One thing I want to say about his corners, I think, compared to Robbo's corners, this is one thing I really need to have. Like Robbo. One of my favorite players.
Sometimes can't beat the first man. Yeah, sometimes
and Simicast is doing it on the Rob. His corner, his moving forward is serious, bro. Simicast, I'm like, yo, brother. Defensively, maybe not so, but that's exactly what we've got. Maybe not as much in the gradient because Robbo is a beast going forward as well. But we have exactly that. Robbo is a beast defensively. You know them one. So I'm like, we got horses for courses. If we're playing City and you know you've got Milner, stick Milner in the back because we don't need you to go forward so much, and stick Simicast on because we know. I'm thinking we're just doing
same thing.
The same
shit. It's like
the
same about shit. That, bro. I was like, what the hell going on?
Like, what's going on here? It's just the same thing, and that's my biggest thing. Is like, come on, guys. I don't know if we get a centre forward if he's probably got like an out and out centre forward or maybe start behind Jota. That's just how we do things, bro. We're on a joke thing. Like I don't understand. Like he'll become Jota's replacement. You know them ones
always got to do things the hard way. It's always got to be the hard way, man. We can't have a play that we need and just go and buy them
and just go by them,
Cool.
and then sitting there, and then
Even
boom.
if you look at Alisson, look how long we were riding out with carriers for until the wheels literally fell off. Biggest moment possible. Then Klopp was like, "All right, cool. Now we need to go get a keeper." Van Dijk messing about with Lovren for time, bro. Time.
True.
Till it got real bad when it got centre back. So I don't know what's going to need to take for us to go get right back now, but
Klopp's the ultimate.
He believes in you, innit? He believes in you till
you know when the toothpaste
say anything else.
You can squeeze out the last piece of toothpaste.
Twist it up.
Just go and buy a next
Trust
one,
me.
bro. Like, man's cutting it up and
Man's got
doing
that
up,
bloody
like,
bounty in it, so it's like
yeah,
you
bro.
bring it out and use it again, bruv. Not that
Bruv.
cheap kitchen roll, bruv.
Just go
Boy.
and get a ting, bro. You need it. Go and get it. Like, what's going on? All right, let's move into the second half quickly because, like I said, we tore these man a new one, bro.
Hopefully.
Yo, I've got a question, and I want to put it out there. I want you to take your Liverpool bias off as well. Finners is good at this. Ish. Is Mo Salah the bomber clock best player in the world right now?
Like, can you see? Wait,
bro, come on,
Salah,
bro,
come
on,
Salah,
bro.
go.
Right
I'm
now,
not even joking.
Right now, I'm talking right now, bro. Messi is doing up baguettes, yeah, and Ronaldo is doing up, drawing with young boys and that. I'm saying right now, Salah is the best player on the planet. We talk about before you even go. Let me shout out our next Donny, and he's like my brother. He's got bare chest, and he's not even man. Ain't even. He says yes, he is. Shout out Mons, big six bands doing up.
Yes,
no argument, bro. Mons ain't even coming with no. He says yes, brother. Like, talk to me. What you saying? What you saying? Talk to me.
There's no one better than him. Whether it's him, Lewandowski, Benzema, they're all chatting and they're all eating at the same table. So no one can tell me one's clear of the other one. Like 100%. Salah this season, he's unlocked new skills, new packs. There's something different about him. He's running it back to 17, 18, where Salah was just doing up everything. General play, finishing, left foot, right foot, inside the box, outside the box. Went a bit stale for a couple of seasons, but Salah's on a new thing right now. Salah's on a before we even talk about the goal, which is goal of the season by far so far, the assist for Mane, because let's face it, Mane and Mons would shout me out on this one as well. Mane's this season has been looking a bit techie,
This season,
Let me not say too much.
Let me not say too much.
When the hairline went,
hey, allow me, bro. Drifty, allow me, bro. Hey, by the way, make sure you man are going to the Coppish thing. I'm supporting their thing. Their gums are cold. Drifty, don't come for me, brother. I love you. But yeah, Mane's been looking a little bit.
Listen, the whole thing's just off, innit? But the ball that he played for Mane, there's only one place he could put it.
Stupendous. Yeah, I like. He put it in there with chest because it was so good.
Skip past my man. Told my man to fuck off. Skip past him. The ball. Listen, you know what? So, yeah, he is. Salah's the best player in the world at the moment. I've tried to do the little impartial thing. He is. No one can chat to him right now, man. No one can.
Ishmael, I know you've seen it at least 100 times because you already brought it up here. But that, bro, it's pornography, bro. That flick of the standing leg is pornography, bro.
Who is it that he just bodied out the road? Was it Rodri? Was it Rodri that just got the
ball? Yeah, Rodri, bro. Move, and you see Foden just looking at me like, oh, like, bro.
Swear that.
That flick off because and you know what it was? It's so if you watch it again, bro, Ishmael, you know I've been on it, bro. Man says Salah's got nowhere to go, and then he does the flick off the leg. Oh god.
Bro, the goal was mad. The goal was good. They should have locked off the game from then. The goal was
literally they should have blown the whistle with it. It should have ended.
Oh my god! I was in the pub, bro. Man was doing the most, bro. I lost my shit, bro. I said Guinness was everywhere. I was bro. The finish is super. When he takes it past the man is super. But the sexiest part of that is that.
It's got my man just doing slip and slide in the box. Two of them.
And then you want to do it with your right. And then you want to do it with your right as well.
The camera just pans on Edison's face. Edison's watching the ball go past him like, rah. What can I do? What can I do? Ridiculous goal, man. Ridiculous.
Finish. You just echoing what we're saying, or what? Is
100%.
there even
100%. The build up for the first goal is for me, for the Mane one, yeah, it's Fabinho, yeah. And I want because I want to be fair, yeah. I criticised him in the first half. He was missing. It was poor. But the ball come out of defence and that dink over to Salah.
That dink was so sublime.
The thing is, Salah is what Salah does. Salah is what Salah does. You expect him to beat a man, yeah, but the creativity to fling that through was just too much. That was the goal for me. I was saying it in the pub. I was like, everyone was like, "Oh, Salah's run, he set the goal. It was the perfect weighted thing." But the way you architect the start of that move was just immense because you have to find pockets of space with Man City. You have to make space in the tightest of angles. Like we were saying, we was praising the fact that KDB floated that ball over for Foden. It was exactly the same as that, in my opinion. It was further back, but to set him off, to give him the ball at the perfect pace, it was perfect, man. And that's the small details that I like to pay attention to, rather than the overall Mane goal. You know,
I wanna go into this. Yeah,
good finish.
I'm gonna put myself on the stake yet again, because it's my show, and I'm being madly honest, innit? Shout out Ish Masters as well. Ish, man, you're bringing some really good content to the show, brother. Wanna pick up this, innit? Yes, he is, but you don't get the credit he deserves. Why is that? Now, I'm gonna be stupendously honest. Right. Yeah, I'm a man. I don't know, and I don't know if Salah's maybe suffering from this. Yeah, but every man goes left, I'm going right. That's just how I am. Like, that's why I can't even get mad at my daughter, because it's me. You know, them ones there. Like, she's just man. But I don't really like going with the norm. I don't like going with the crowd. I don't like going with and I feel like with Salah and the consistency at which he was scoring, he became a bit bait. You know, them ones there. It was like the bait answer. You know, them ones they'll use the bit Salah in it. You know, like that. And so I then started to. I always rated him, and I will always, you know what I mean? But in terms of like favorite player talk or best in the league, I would be very shy. I would be very.
So would I.
Sometimes the eye test looked a bit funny as well.
Yeah, I'll be the first to say
it looked a bit funny before.
Touch. Yeah, he's chasing his touch, and sometimes a ret-a-tear. But again, he kept on season after season doing this to me. The consistency was a mazzy.
Mad.
And I know that for someone who's putting up the numbers that he has, Ish is bang on. The credit, and I'm even talking about our own fans. Like we're open enough to be able to, like, there's certain man that always reading like that. Shut up, no, you didn't. Shut up. Like, you know, them ones that he didn't give him the respect that he deserved. I just want to come back to you, and that's what maybe I'm thinking. What do you think it is? Or do you think I'm wrong and man has always had the respect that he deserves? Finish.
For me, yeah. I'll go on.
Oh, no,
you're good. If you're good, locked and loaded, bro, go.
Listen, with Salah, yeah, there's a couple of things. When he hasn't always had that finesse to his game, in it. With Salah, it's a thing where like his shooting is accurate, but more time he just licks it. He just licks it and it goes in the net. You don't really always get the little finesse, the inside of the foot curling shot. Sometimes you do, but
if it's on his left, his left and it's set up nicely, you're gonna get that.
But sometimes more time he wants to get in.
He'll lash it.
He's not here for a shot. He's just here to get the numbers up and go home. And
comes
Yamin's food and then he's out. So I think that comes into it as well. You get other players like this whole Hazard thing has been going on the timeline for like the longest time at the moment. People trying to say that Hazard gives you more of the freedom, rare. By the way,
he can't even chat to man. That is
Salah has absolutely smoked this man out the water.
Before this season, anyway. Chat to man. Like, you
just
can't.
Just because my man wanted to do nice dribbling, he had 2 player years, whatever. But if we're talking CV, put your CV down. I put my CV down.
Hazard had six goals in a season, bro. Come out of here, bro. Like, you gotta come with someone else, bro. You gotta come with.
My man's got 9 goals. My man's got 9 or 10 goals in his Champions League career ever. Salah got 12, I think, or 11 in the 17-18 season. So I don't want to hear no talk about Eden Hazard, Mohamed Salah. Like that for me, that's a
non-discussion.
But this is what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying, Ishmael? That even is disrespect. How can someone come with chest? Like, there's certain players I couldn't put next to, like, but he's a Man United player, and I wouldn't put next to Cantona. See, I wouldn't be that
Yeah,
disrespectful.
it's rude,
You know
isn't
them
it?
ones there.
It's rude.
It's
You don't even put
rude,
them in the
bruv.
same conversation. Like,
But with Salah, you want to start doing up like, oh yeah, but like, you
is
know
he
what I'm
better than
saying?
this man? Like, allow it.
It's crazy. It's crazy, and like, no, I want to definitely put the respect that Salah is incredible, and I definitely think he needs to. Finners, what is it that you think is the reason why, all in all, or like I said, I know you're not going to say that anyway because I know you're like me and you know that he hasn't had the respect. But what do you think it is? What would you say? I would agree a little bit with Ishmael as well. But what would you say? What would you add to it?
I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think about him as a player in our club, yeah, and how the sale went through. Like, it was big money, 36 at the time, 36 mil. It's quite a lot for us to spend. He done well before he came. Yeah, 100%, 100%. He done really well. Yeah, he done well before he came. He settled into the team, and all that. The thing is, it's not even about our fan base. I think people's opinion on football to football fans, yeah, can affect fan bases from within, innit? And I think Chelsea's viewpoint of Frank Lampard and him, that whole situation was from the outside world, and it also affected that, yeah. So it's the same as this situation is how I view it, yeah. People on a broad basis may not have rated him from the get-go, innit? Envious, whatnot. Obviously, United have been looking like a shadow of themselves. Arsenal have been looking like a shadow of themselves. These teams are big fan bases, you know that, yeah? And they're envious. So when he comes in, Chelsea specifically, obviously, is their ex-player as well. So you chuck all these fan bases together, yeah? And then over a period of time, they're going to start rating him more and more because he's putting it up consistently. But at the start, you pay this money for someone you're not going to guarantee. A Chelsea flop in back page news. Do you know what I mean? If you're sold as this, if you're sold in the media and the mainstream eye as a back page flop, like a flop on the back page of a newspaper, like Kevin De Bruyne was sold the same. He was sold the same. It's like Man City.
But man don't put.
Chelsea
But man.
flop,
But De Bruyne gets more respect on his name.
He gets over. You know what? We need to talk about De Bruyne because he's been putting up some stinkers for the longest time.
Thing that,
for the longest
bro,
time.
We will talk about that. We'll
PR
talk about, not maybe
strong.
not this
Man's
one,
got
but
the
yeah, we
strongest
have
PR
to.
at the moment.
Yeah,
but
bro.
I think our fan base does rate Mo. I definitely do. We because it's all, for me, it's either Mane or Mo likers. I found that there's like, you either like Mane more or you like Mo more. And I feel like it's quite an even divide. And you chuck Bobby in there as well, it makes it even more split between the fan base. But I think with the songs and stuff like that and what he's done for us, we definitely do.
No, we do. It's just more like more.
He's not put
more
up
football,
in the big top.
More,
top
yeah.
category,
Do you know
he?
what I mean? And more
By
deep
everyone
football
in the
chats,
football.
like more deep football chats. You ask the man, who's more important out of them three? And like Salah is mentioned, but it's like I feel like now that Mane's goals or his productivity in the latter stages is starting to decrease. Now they're really putting respect on Salah's. Like, no, actually, I hear that. One thing I wanted to say, and shout out Nigerian Englishman for saying this, because I was going to bring it up. Yeah, I was going to say, is this something? And he said it as well, right? So let me read out his comment. Oh no, sorry, wrong one. It was this one. Man said he looks awkward on the ball, borderline clumsy, and CR7 and Messi were so clear. Cool. As them two's numbers reduce, then people are starting to notice him more. Now, this one's the one I wanted to ask. The biggest reason is he's African, like it or not. Do you feel like the fact that, like Egypt, it just don't have that ring, bro. Like if man was going international and doing up,
do you reckon if
on
he
the
was
wing
like
for
Spanish,
Spain
French,
or Portugal,
yeah,
like, do you see what I'm saying?
Glamour.
I don't even think so much. I don't even think so much the race issue. It's not the race for me. I just
it's
think
more like how much you see them play. I hear that. I can hear that.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I've got a really good point about this, actually. Yeah. So, say for instance, you got Ronaldo and you got Messi. Messi is that humble guy. He's so low key, bro. But his talent just shows you that he's the best in the world, isn't it? I would say Messi being so low key is exactly the same like Mo. Yeah, where Ronaldo, big name. He likes to be on the papers. He likes to be in people's mouths. And that's not like Mo. And would you say that people fanboy Ronaldo more than they would Messi, for instance? The same as like the character that Mo is. He's more comparable with Messi than he is with the Ronaldo type. And maybe that's why he's underappreciated as well, because a lot of people don't really rate Messi, as much as that sounds stupid, because he's not public.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I feel like with them though, right? Messi suffers from this because he's not in Europe, but he's Argentina.
He's just different.
Look at the team.
Messi thinks it's
Messi's
different.
different.
Like, yeah.
Ronaldo's in Europe. You're seeing Europe. You're seeing. Do you know what I mean? You're seeing the French players. They're balling out. All of that. Their marketability carries on. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about marketability with Salah because he's clear, but that's because of him and him alone. You know them ones there. Then he's going to then it's Egypt. You know, like that. Like
it's not really seen as
It's not really seen as
like.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and so
he's not playing in big cups.
Big cups.
Like,
he's not in a.
For me,
and he's not even getting to the World Cup because he's with Egypt. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so this is why I feel like maybe you don't really. That's.
Listen, if you don't want to rate Salah this season, I called it. We done a little preview show of the season before. I said Salah's coming for the Golden Boot and Player of the Year this year. So if all you money didn't rate Salah before, by the end of this year, there's going to be no arguments left, bro.
This is the type of respect that I feel that he deserves. Shout out Ish Masters. This type of respect, bro. We are watching a Liverpool legend right now. I grew up watching Barnes and Rush, his levels, bro. That's the type of respect that I want to see on man. Because let's be honest, I don't want it to be some Janet Jackson song, bruv. Like when you don't know what you're missing until it's gone, and then you're sitting there thinking, bruv, I'm watching.
Just quickly on that,
you know, like that. Like
quickly on that, this contract. We need to get this contract patterned ASAP.
I've got
ASAP. Give him the contract. Let him sign the thing. Whatever you want.
I think we're going to secure it in January, bro. I think we're going to secure it in January. We're going to do what we did in summer. We're going to just replicate it and get nobody again, and we're going to go. Yeah, I do. I genuinely do.
You reckon?
Yeah, 100%. Big time contracts. January, come watch,
bro. We all agree that he deserves it, though, innit? Like,
two things to be able to exist separately. It shouldn't be one or the other. Contract or play. What is this?
Yeah.
Like, it's like when you used to go shop with your mum. She said you can have one sweet or another sweet. Give me 2 sweets, man. Give me 2 sweets.
Yeah.
Big Liverpool. Give me both sweets, man.
Do you know what? Do you know what kills us, bro? We are salary FC, bro. There's no one. Yo, bro, have you seen my man? It could be in the most obscurest place. Yeah, but how much you want though? Like what? Like, bro, why do you care? Like, why are we all? How much is he getting paid though? Or what? He's on 130 bags. Oh, I don't know about that. Like, we're Mike Ashley. Like, we're Mike.
It's like the Genie thing. Fans are telling me, we got to let Genie go because he's X, Y, Z, blah blah. Bro, it's not my money for starters. It's not my piece. If you think the player's good enough, back the player to stay. Do not tell me about finances, all of that. Because you got to let Genie go so you can bring in Kanai. I'm not trying to hear that.
It's a madness. And you know what it is? I'm not even trying to do up like City and Chelsea. Bun them, man. I'm seeing Everton doing up. I'll have him. Thank you. Like without doing that. Oh, but he's gonna. I'm seeing West. Like what's going on? Like people that are. Do you know what I mean? Like Leicester are like what? I know he's. And to be honest with you, I'm glad we did it. But just an example. What Patson Daka? Come. Like everyone's doing it, but us, we have to do all up. Like, come on, man. It don't make sense. Let me take a minute to go through these comments real quick.
Or spend a hot 100 on Lukaku type player like Chelsea did. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what Liverpool should be doing, right? In my personal opinion, after the Alisson deal going through, after the Coutinho sale, blah blah blah. Let's just do that. We don't
need a lot. We don't need to do like an Arsenal thing where we sign about 25 man. Just give me one or two quality signings a season.
Big boy striker.
Man's good.
Deliver Haaland, and we're haps. Literally.
Do you reckon? I think
play Neco Williams when you have Erling Haaland in your team, innit? That's what I'm gonna say.
I don't know about that one.
Bro, it doesn't matter. We'll go back to 17-18 Liverpool, just outscore them. You know, like that.
100.
Bro, it is criminal. It is criminal. And I'm not saying this with my Liverpool hat on because I've had next brothers that have said, bro, you know what? As a Liverpool fan, you must feel pissed. It is criminal that as Liverpool FC, we won't even be in a conversation for Haaland next season.
Listen,
that don't make no fucking sense. That don't make no sense. And that is because why? Oh, but how much does he want a week?
Mbappe's going on a free as well. So
listen to what I'm saying to you. Yeah, listen to what I'm saying to you. FSG gaslight us. Yeah, they gaslight our fan base. They make us think we've got a be getting up the Excel spreadsheet to be looking if we can afford these, man.
They do it
Just give me the players,
injuries.
man. Give me
They
the
do
players.
it with press conferences. So if you got to see it for the root of the problem as well, yeah. If they're going to do that in press conferences, they're going to do it at the highest degree as well. Like they tried furloughing our staff, we weren't about it. They tried doing a European Super League, weren't about it. Like they don't understand the principles of Liverpool football fans as a club, right? We know that these owners have got issues, man. But it's just ridiculous every time.
Stan Kroenke weren't even the main guy. He was just part of the look at what he's doing. He's like, Ross, swear down, you man, he's 150.
Yeah.
He's 150.
You know what I mean?
But listen, I ain't trying to be like
was
Arsenal
the
like
main,
that right now.
He was the main guy, bro. He was the main don, and he still didn't think it upon himself to be like, you man, let me nice you off a little piece,
like,
so we can forget
window,
that Super League team. You know, like that Super League team.
Everyone
It didn't
chopped.
happen
Everyone
because everyone chopped, bro. Man, see when he everyone chopped, bro. I don't understand.
Bro.
If you ask their fan bases about Super League, they're like, "Oh, allow it, man."
It's in the past, bro. It's in the past. United was the worst ones. United was the worst ones. Gave them Sancho, Varane, Ronaldo. That's it.
Bro, gave them jumping over, doing up protests at our game to then do up.
Lock the game up.
I know.
Get out of here, you
oh my days.
Hey, man,
God.
Anyone that's watching, make sure you lock on to We're the Wonderballs new show. WM, and that baffles me, bro. It's like,
I flopped it last night as well. It's Monday.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah. Monday night Wonderball, and go see it. He was flaming up Moses. Still, them Man United man have to get paid.
I had to.
Let's take a couple minutes to go through these comments real quick. Nigerian Englishman says, "Imagine a man saying Haaland is better than Salah." That's a hard one because they're different. One's an inside forward, one's a centre forward. That's imagine saying Haaland's better than Lukaku's an easier one. You know, like that. I can do that, but it's hard to do the whole side.
That's a difficult one. That is a difficult one.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. If he was European or Brazilian, then he would have been getting praise from day up and rating him. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying. I do think that has a bias. My man Mont says you don't need finesse or glide like dribble to get the job done. Suarez was off balance 75% of the time, but no one could touch him. Eye test is important, but consistently correlates with the best. Yeah,
big up my guy Mont.
Suarez had strength though. Suarez had that strength. That Mane's got that strength. Have you noticed that recently? When Mane goes in for like a jump, he literally bodies my man.
He's caught a couple of them yesterday.
He got unexplainable strength. I don't know what it is. Like he's quite slight in it, but that you always see them on the floor.
Yeah, they're like, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like
the hairline looking all mad. He's just looking at Mane, just smiling and looking down there.
It's two man. It's them, and then it's the referee. Like, bro, are you gonna allow this? You know what's there? Man crumbled. Man literally crumbled. Ismaster says if his name was Saladinho, it's very true, brother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Clock TV, man. Make sure you man go over there and subscribe to Clock TV, man. Trust me, man. Young Don doing his thing. Said yes, lads. Big up the chat too, of course, man. Smash the like and subscribe button and hit the subscribe button, lads and late lasses. You'll not be disappointed. Also give my boy Finners a follow on Instagram and help him out, boys. We're the wonderful. Hey, my guy, come on. Always. Also, I've got to get through quite a few of these, man. Don't do Janet like that, Saint. I swear you wanted to sell him last year. Nah, bro. I never wanted to sell him, bro. I was just saying, you know, like that. Like, I never wanted to sell Salah. Never Salah. And don't try it, bro. It was the other Donny. It was the other Donny that the hairline's a bit higgy. But I'm not going to say too much, bro, because I'm telling you, yeah.
Bro, listen, outscored Lukaku so far and CR7 as well. Mane's doing his thing silently.
Bro, I know, bro.
It's very strange.
And do you know what it is as well? Yeah, I will say this, and anyone that's trying to like Nigerian Englishman trying it because he's actually my brother. We talk offline. So but anyone that knows, I haven't rated Mane's decision making and final third play for some time, but I have never in that time ever even tried to fix up my mouth and say that like he's washed up or he's what he does off the ball and his relationship with Robbo and his tracking and his running his pace. All of that is sometimes it just goes a bit when it gets past a certain, like, you know, like that.
It dies, right?
I just saw you do up a man, like 10 paces behind you.
Or he won't try taking on a man as well. It's just.
I'm like,
But
come
this
on,
season,
bro.
he's a lot more confident. I think now he got the early goals and he's getting the goals. He will have a good season. I feel unless something goes wrong, like injury wise. But he's like I said, that guy's got like steel bones. I don't know what it is like.
Trust me, he's just that. It's hard af, bro. You know them hard.
You know, you come like shin to shin.
Bro.
You're not messing with my man. You're not messing with my man.
Mom, them man, that come on, man. Banku and fufu for breakfast and them thing there. Clock Talk TV. Hey, Rob, we might have an exclusive. Shout out Clock Talk TV. He said a guest called Rob, who works with Fabrizio Romano, replied to my DM. He said contract for Salah to be done before next year. So, boy, come on.
That's what I'm feeling.
Let's hope that's the case, man.
Listen,
you get me? I would really
sign
like that, man.
whatever you want. Just give it to man. Do not mess about with this one.
Quick question. Would you sign Danjuma?
I would have rather done it from Bournemouth.
Yeah,
than,
I'm saying that as well.
The peas is gonna be
But he was cooking Dallo the other day, bruv. He put Dallo in a fucking zubi. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. No, that was bad, man.
It was real bad. It was real bad, bro. They got away with that as well.
That was uncomfortable watching.
If Moreta was playing, Moreno? Is it no?
Moreno. Yeah, Moreno.
If he was playing to actually mop up some of these chances, Bob, it would have been peak, bro. It would have been peak. Wow. Listen, we've had a nice little chat, you know. Like time, you're having fun when time just zips past. You know them ones there, like. Nah, really, like we're gonna have to carry this on, you know, like that. But listen, before we get out of here. Quick Watford score. Finners, what are you saying?
God, I don't know. I don't actually know because
them early kickoffs
it's
early kickoffs. Wow, them one.
Listen, so it's at Watford's ground, which has never been good for Liverpool, and it's an early kickoff as well.
New manager as well, Ranieri.
That's
the first game. Oh,
first
you're
game.
right. It is, isn't it?
First game. Bruv, I'm not.
Bruv, that's also, like 14 managers in like 10 seasons. No.
Quickly before you give your answer, Finners, let me just, Alisson and Fabinho probably won't play as well.
I read today that the Brazilians might not go again.
Hopefully.
But we need that man to run up on the pitch again and lock the game off.
Lock the goal straight.
I try to see Keller in goal.
That's too late. Because if they do that, they still got quarantine, bro. That means that they're there and they're on the pitch, and you know, like that. Like, I need them to look it on the rotted plane route, bro. You know, like that.
Bro. This game's got banana skin written all over it, man. I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm scared. I'm scared of these games, and it's because usually I've got confidence.
You can hear it. You know what I
mean? Emre Can. Do you not remember that filthy?
The basketball game. Yeah.
Lord. What a
we might need another one of them because I
might need another one of them. To be fair,
bro.
They look a bit. I don't know. They look a bit disjointed. To be fair, I've gone to see Watford a few times this season in the cups.
I don't care what you're saying to me, Finners.
They look disjointed.
Manager bounce, bruv.
Yeah, I hear that. They can be got at defensively. Their wing backs are quite sturdy in it, but it's their midfield that completely lets them down. And I don't think they got enough firepower up front for us. I think.
Bro, it's been about 3 minutes. Man still ain't giving me no score prediction right now, bro.
You know what they say?
Rattled. That is rattled.
I'm gonna say 2-0 Liverpool away from home.
You sound shaky, bro. That's it.
2-0. I'd say 2-0. I just don't think they can score. Watford have looked so dead. Like
bro. Ismail Assar has been banging for them, bro.
A couple, but it hasn't been like it's not been.
No, I know. But he's been their front man and like.
Dennis looked good at the start, but he's kind of tailed off. Josh King, he's looking all right.
Oh, he's dead food, man. Josh King. See when he took off his top the other week against Newcastle.
Yeah, I felt bad for him, man. I felt bad for him. He hasn't scored
Shut up.
He's a bum.
I know he's a bum for that.
That's worse than
But
fucking Yerry Mina Dougie and after the United goal. I need to get them.
And you slightly knew you was offside as well. Why are you doing
Bro,
some 19,
everyone can see it.
2000? You're doing some 2006 dance, and you knew, bruv. You knew, bruv. Get out of here, bruv. What are you, 15? Get out of here. Yeah. So man said a shaky 2-0. Ishal, what you saying, bruv?
Them early kickoffs, them games after the international break. The only thing I will say is I think
It's got everything in it.
I think
Trent
will be back by then.
Yep.
I think Thiago will be back by then as well. And
Ooh.
listen, bro, Salah's just out every game. When I say inevitable, every game I see this Don play, he's gonna score, bro. He's gonna score.
He's got all 5 of them, bro. He's got all 5 of them.
The other 10 man, they just need to pattern. They need to pattern up. Van Dijk, I'm looking at you, big game for you, man. Like, listen, you go and do your nice little thing in Holland, but you need to come back with that loud.
You can't get bullied at Watford. I'm sorry, bruv. You can't be getting bullied by that front line.
Can I ask you something?
Don't forget, we lost there last time as well. We lost there last time as well.
We didn't lose there, bro. They duppied us, bro.
Mate, they
did. They did, bro. They
Lovren as well, innit? It was Lovren and Van Dijk. I said, when I saw this Don start, I said, we're in trouble today.
Troy Deeney done this.
Done.
He licked his lips, man.
You see the thing with Lewandowski?
I'll have some of that. Yeah. Oh, my days, man. Troy Deeney moved to us. Can I ask you something? Is this outrageous? Does he rest VVD? He's still not 100% fit. He's going up to do up Countryman and that. Does he give Ibra the game?
I want to see him play, but I just
now I said it. You might like. Oh, fuck.
I'd like to. I as a fan would like to see it, but I don't think it's what Klopp will choose to do.
Is there a case that we might already be asking too much of VVD so early in the season?
100%. Yeah. 100. I was not expecting to see man play this many minutes already.
If there was a time to maybe give him some rest, would it not make sense? Especially if he goes and holds bench, calm. But you know he's not going to. He's going to go up and do two sets of 90 minutes, bro. So like,
but he'll be pushing that from his end as well. And the club will be more than happy to be like, yeah, all right. If you're fit, then yeah, all right. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just saying it. I wouldn't be. I know he won't. But if I do see an Ibra there, I would know why, and I'd get it. You know, them ones there.
I'd rather see Ibu than Gomez as it stands at the moment. That's no slight on Gomez as well. Gomez, me too. If we're going to see one of them chucked in, let make it be Ibu because he's a fucking unit as well. There's no way my man's getting bodied. So I wouldn't mind it, but not yet because we got the cup game coming up soon as well. That's a rest for VVD. Maybe Champions League as well because we've got what? We got 6 points now, isn't it? So maybe rest for the Atletico game.
What are you talking about? How long have you been a Liverpool fan, bro? What are you talking about?
As I was saying, I'm like, no.
I said what? You what? What are you been talking about?
On the crud this season, bro. On that crud.
Hey, bro.
We are the Liverpool. Game, man.
We are the Liverpool that will be 6 points and then be doing up. We need to win the last game, bro. Don't.
By 3 goals at Anfield. We look at all, man.
Bro, please, let's just go and tear up Atletico and be as calm as possible.
I'd love to see it, man.
Please,
please hand it to them.
Guys, listen. I think that pretty much rounds up our show today, and it's been honestly, man, I've had an absolute ball, man. And thank you so much, man. Finners, my guy, listen, I'm hotting you up on live.
I know what you're gonna say, bro.
Now, bro. I'm on it.
Get a panel together,
you better be on it, bro. Let me know, bro, because we got shows to be doing. You get me? Finners has got his show in the works, and it's coming. You know, like that. So don't worry. Yeah, bro. Ishmael, brother, it's been an absolute pleasure, my guy, man.
My guy, pleasure's mine, bro. Pleasure's mine.
Link is in the description. As I said, please make sure you go over there and show your support. Ishmael, let them know anything that you got coming up, and where they can find you, man.
Oh,
whoa, man, cut so swift that was
when,
bro.
No way.
Live, bro. You know like that.
Go follow my guy at Weird and Wonderful.
Weird and Wonderful.
Nah,
listen. Let him do his thing. What's
going on?
I was like, what?
You cut out like Klopp down the tunnel, bro. The way
That's
man
clock,
was
man.
gone,
I'm
bro.
done.
High knees.
Lights out. I don't know what the hell
Man,
happened.
high knees, bro. Man was off stage. Nah, let
Bro,
them
I
know,
thought you
bro.
were
Let
winding
them
me
know.
up. No, we got a weekly show on a Monday, Monday night Wonderball, and we've got another weekly show as well. Check out our Insta page, WM Wonderball. The captions, the admin is always cooking on them and captions. You got our
Come
YouTube
on.
thing coming as well, Twitter, WM Wonderball as well. So
Hey, Ishmael,
Keep
is
it finance,
it
man.
you or Moses that be doing? Is it you or Moses that be? Like,
Listen,
be honest, bro.
don't watch
Who
that, man.
is it,
Don't
bro?
watch that. It's the admin. No
Man
one
said-
knows. No one needs to know who the admin is. The admin's always cooking, bro.
Whoever it is, yeah, is I'm always on this bare sucking ass, bruv. Like, yo, this guy he's killing it, bruv. Like,
I'll
he's
pass
killing
on.
it.
I'll
Like,
pass on. I'm pass on the
no,
compliments, innit?
seriously, bruv. Like, make sure you man go on the Instagram and look at the posts because they be smashing it, bruv. I'm telling you, they'll have you in stitches, bruv, doing all sorts. So yeah, now listen, guys, Finners, my brother, thank you for coming on again.
Bless up, my bro.
Ish, come on, man, keep up the good work. And guys, comments have been banging. So thank you, man. Thank you. And we'll be back next week. Done now. Boom.